Hi guys, it is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Today we've got some big topics to cover. Diddy's facing two more lawsuits. Jay-Z's lawsuit was dismissed, and Cassie is pregnant just before Diddy's huge court trial. Let's talk about it. But first, I need you to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for the support. So, Diddy's court trial is coming up, and the legal troubles are getting worse, you guys. With each passing day, more lawsuits keep coming and coming and coming, making things look even more serious. A woman is now suing Diddy, saying he trafficked her when she was a teenager. She claims he paid her and other minors to work at a SEX party in Miami a few years ago. She filed a lawsuit on Friday, stating that this happened around 2020 at a large party Diddy hosted in a warehouse, which she says was set up for group SEX. In the lawsuit, the woman says Diddy made a formal announcement and toast to start the party. She claims that by then, she had already been drugged by a man she refers to as her trafficker, though she says Diddy was not the one who drugged her. She also states that she had been controlled by different pimps since she was 12 and was only 15 at the time of Diddy's party. The lawsuit states that she was taken to a curtained off area with a bed in the center, okay, where she was forced to have SEX with about 20 men over several hours. She does not say Diddy was one of them, but she claims she saw him nearby having SEX with a Latina girl who appeared to be around 12 or 13 years old. She also says the girl was part of the same traffic group as her. The woman alleges Diddy watched as others had SEX with her, and then, after the party ended, she claims her trafficker transported her and the other girls to a secret location. She says she was finally saved from the SEX trafficking during a sting operation 2 years later in Virginia. The next Diddy lawsuit comes from a model who claims he drugged her and offered her a safe place to rest, but then held her against her will and sexually assaulted her for hours. The lawsuit filed by an anonymous woman claims she met Diddy at a VIP party he hosted in New York City in 1999. Her allegation is similar to many other lawsuits. She says he gave her a drink at the event, which made her feel extremely drowsy and unable to stand. The woman claims she told him she needed to leave because she was feeling woozy, and Diddy suggested she sleep at his house and assured her nothing would happen. She says she also told him she was married and did not want to hook up with him. According to the lawsuit, once they were back at Diddy's place, she got into bed with her clothes on. She claims he then became aggressive, making unwanted physical advances. The lawsuit, filed by Tony Busby, states that this went on for hours, during which he repeatedly groped her breasts and genitals and penetrated her with his fingers. Throughout the alleged assault, she says she repeatedly told him no and desperately tried to fend off the advances. Once the drugs wore off, she claims she angrily demanded Diddy call her a cab, and she left his place. She's suing Diddy and several of his companies, seeking damages for physical injuries and psychological harm he allegedly caused her. So Diddy has filed documents claiming racism. Listen to this. Diddy claims the federal government is targeting him simply because he is a successful black man using a law that has been racist since it was created. In new court documents, Diddy's lawyers are asking the judge to dismiss count 3 of the U.S. attorney's case against him, which accuses him of transportation to engage in prostitution under the MANN Act. This federal law has been in place since 1910. And Diddy points out that it was previously used against black men like rock and roll legend Chuck Berry and boxer Jack Johnson. In the filing, Diddy argues that no other person, certainly no white person, has ever been prosecuted under the White Slave Traffic Act for hiring male escorts from another state. The government claims he hired male sex workers for his private freak-off parties, but Diddy insists that this type of behavior is usually ignored. Diddy believes he is being prosecuted for conduct that regularly goes unpunished. His lawyers say the case against him is based primarily on allegations that Diddy and the 2 of his longtime girlfriends sometimes brought a third party, male escorts, into their sexual relationship. Diddy argues that hiring escorts is common and widely accepted in American culture, and that the escort service in question is a legal business operating openly. So he basically admits to hiring escorts. He argues, though, that he is only being prosecuted because he is black. His legal team believes the entire case, especially the MANN Act charge, is racially motivated. To prove his point, Diddy references former New York Governor Eliot Spitzer, who resigned in 2008 after being caught in an escort scandal. While 4 people running the escort service in Spitzer's case were charged under the MANN Act, Spitzer himself was not charged. Just cry me a river. Next up, a lawsuit accusing Diddy and Jay-Z of assaulting a child in 2000 has been dismissed. The news was announced on Friday, February 14, in a statement by Jay-Z's Roc Nation. Here's the statement. The frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed. This civil suit was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale they created was laughable, if not for the seriousness of the claims. I would not wish this experience on anyone. The trauma that my wife, my children, loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed. This 1-800 lawyer gets to file a suit hiding behind Jane Doe, and when they quickly realize that the money grab is going to fail, they get to walk away with no repercussions. The system has failed. The court must protect victims, of course, while with the same ethical responsibility. The courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail for all victims and those falsely accused equally. Remember, the accuser claimed she met Jay-Z and Diddy at a VMA after party in 2000, but her lawsuit filed in December contained many mistakes which were revealed in the weeks after she filed. She said her father picked her up from the house, but he doesn't remember that happening. Plus, she said she met Benji Madden that night, but he was on tour and was not in NYC. Tony Busby, whom Jay-Z referred to as the 1-800 lawyer, filed paperwork to dismiss the lawsuit in the District Court of the Southern District of New York on February 14. The voluntary dismissal said Jane Doe hereby gives notice that the above-captioned action is voluntarily dismissed with prejudice, meaning the lawsuit cannot be filed again. Alex Sparrow, Jay-Z's attorney, also issued a statement on Friday. The The false case against Jay-Z that never should have been brought has been dismissed with prejudice by standing up in the face of heinous and false allegations. Jay has done what few can. He pushed back, he never settled, he never paid one red penny. He triumphed and cleared his name. Also, last week, Tony Busby filed to dismiss the lawsuit against Diddy's Bad Boy Records LLC. Oh, and Jay-Z claims that Tony Busby's public statements about him and accusations against him have caused him harm. He claimed he and his wife Beyonce received violent threats. He alleged in his complaint that people have said, "I can't wait until you join Diddy in prison, then later in hell." He said other comments have accused him of being a Satanist, a trafficker, a terrorist, and a monster. They called him the N-word and threatened violence against, him and his wife, including to unalive or execute, them. I don't know if I believe all of this. I do not believe this. But moving on, Diddy's ex Cassie announces she's pregnant with her third child. Cassie shared on Instagram Tuesday that she's pregnant with her third child. She posted a photo of her baby bump with her two other kids kissing her belly. In the caption, Cassie wrote number 3 with a pregnancy emoji showing that this will be her third child with her husband, Alex Fine, whom she married in 2019. So congrats to Cassie. I can't imagine testifying while pregnant. I'm not sure how many months she is, but she looks at least 6 months along. And the trial is less than 3 months away. It's going to be a tough few months for her. As for Jay-Z, he's not a victim, even though he's trying to play that role by saying, "People call me a Satanist," which honestly he is. He still has that lawsuit against Tony Busby that he's trying to build up. So all this victim talk seems like it's for sympathy, right? His lawsuit against Tony Busby could end up revealing a lot more than we expect. We'll have to wait and see. So, what are your thoughts on all of this? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.